All right, it is. It's 6:30. I'm moving into a house, so my schedule's a little wonky. Between prepping for the Extra Life Marathon this weekend and moving into a house, things are a little unstable. But we're still going to be working on some Gothic Horror prep this week. Because I really enjoyed it last week, and I don't want to lose that momentum. So, all right, this is our second practice build starter town. We are using spectacular settlements for this amazing journey that we are on. So let's kind of open that up a little bit more. There we go. And yeah, as always, when we're using random tables to build, I can call out dice that we're going to need rolled. You're welcome to roll it into chat. Just tell me what die you rolled and what the number is. Once Extra Life is over, I'll look into getting like some kind of robot that will allow us to roll dice in the chat. I think that'll be pretty dope. In the meantime, though, you know, just roll them analog, I guess, or if you got some kind of command, that's fine. All right, so what are we looking at? Last week we started building Burnsley, which is a town located along the Great Lakes next to some swampland. It has a history of witchcraft. We came up with some pretty cool stuff for this town, including the fact that it's an extremely insular community that is renowned for the very rare fish that they are able to catch from the nearby lake. Those fish have exceptional alchemical properties. Now, the people of this town secretly worship an evil cult of some sort, or perhaps an evil god, or an evil creature in the lake. We're not 100% sure yet. But it sounds pretty damn exciting. I've just been copy-pasting the entries from the adventure directly into our document, and that seems to be working pretty good. So when we last left off, we were dealing with a marketplace event. So I'm going to open up our table of contents here, and we're going to hop on down to towns, and I think we got to, was it extra intrigue? Quality, hired help size. Where did we leave off on this bad boy? Let's see. Okay, we figured out what kind of shops we had. I figured out what kind of services we had. And let's see. From there, we decided to skip over quality for now. Hired help size, individual person, team, and guild. Okay, we could probably do that real quick. So let's go back up to services. Hired help, priestly guidance. Alright, so let's see. For priestly guidance, it says I need a D12. I don't know if anybody's even hanging out since we started so late tonight. Let's see what we got. Alright, so an entire guild of priestly guidance. That's interesting. Okay. Alright, let's see. And I guess I could roll for some quality real quick as well, if I wanted to. Sure. This is modified by population wealth. Okay, let's go back through and see if there were any modifiers to population wealth. Let's see. Impoverished is a -1 to quality rolls. Okay, so all of these are going to be at -1. Alright, so I'm just going to go ahead and next to each business, I will just record the numbers that I come up with. So we got a 4. And, oof, we got a 2. The terrible smithy. Alright, taxidermist. We got a 10. That's creepy. Alright, rare botanicals. Only a 3. That doesn't make too much sense. And then alchemist came in at a 5. Alright. So that equates to 4 or less is poor. The tanner, alchemist, everything else here is... Oh, this is poor as well. And then good and good. So nothing exceptional here at all. Alright. House of Leisure. Okay, let's see what's going on with that. Oof. It's about as bad as it gets for this House of Leisure. Hired help is about as good as you can get. It's actually fine. That's crazy. All right, then we got. Oh wow. Their dancing club is also fine. Their tavern is good. And their theater-based club is the worst it could ever be. Wow. This is a weird town. Okay. Let's see what else we could do with this. Here's some suggestions for service names, whether they're poor or fine. Okay. House of Leisure. It would be a Den of Leisure or a Hall of Leisure. That's not too helpful. Club would be a stage or a theater. Okay, so we'll do stage. Oh, that's stag. We'll call this the Blighted Stage. That sounds pretty dope. Okay. Let's see. Tavern is fine the way it is. Club would be a theater. Okay, so we'll put a theater of endless stars. That sounds pretty good. And hired help. Soothsayer, fortune teller. I kind of like the idea of a soothsayer, fortune teller quite a bit instead of having priestly guidance. So we might go in that direction. Okay. Let's see. What would be a good thing for like an oracle type service? Okay, we'll put visions of excellence. Maybe there's a good random generator for this one. Let's see. Random oracle name generator. Prophet names. The Supreme Oracle, the Envoy of Guidance. I love it. We're going to go with that. And that's brought to us by fantasynamegenerator.com. Prophet names. They have a generator for everything. Okay, then let's see. Dancing tavern, which is good. We could do a random tavern name. That's fine. Let's see. I guess we do like this. Random fantasy tavern names. Okay. The Lucky Tiger, the Wrong Seal. Ooh, the Wrong Seal sounds pretty good. The Rainy Cabbage? Oh, that's terrible. The Unnatural Well. The Silver Rabbit. Silver Rabbit's pretty good. Something with a fish might be kind of cool, though. The Kaput Otter. No, that's just terrible. Deranged Cucumber. Fragile Dog. The Gigantic Swan. Let's keep going. Salty Wolf. Pathetic Snail. What about the Starving Snail? That sounds pretty good. It's like a really weird name. Alright, we'll go with that. The Starving Snail Tap House. Yeah, I like that. Okay. Let's see. Theater of Endless Stars, Envoy of Guidance, and then a really terrible House of Leisure. Let's see. I wonder why there's no fantasy name generator for that. Weird. Alright, there is a Reddit thread called Best Brothel Names. The Crowing Cock. Wow. I mean, that's really good, actually. They come right in. Okay. The Bards and the Bees, 6 nickels. Wow. I'm kind of into 6 nickels, but we don't use nickels as currency in the world? I guess we'd have to use nickels if we wanted to do that. The Layflower. Oh my goodness. The Open Purse. Alright, the Open Purse sounds pretty damn good. Okay. Let's see. We'll go with the Open Purse. Cool. Alright. So let's see. Those services are named. Let's see if we could find some names for this other stuff. Random fantasy magic shop name generator. All right. What are our options here? Magic shop generator. Second chance. They all say the, which is a little disappointing. Hocuses and pocuses. Tinctures and tonics. The Siren Song. The Counterspell. Genius in a Bottle. That one's pretty good. Evil Eye. The Cuddly Cerberus. The Crazy Key. Rainbows and Sunshine. The Tired Key. The Silver Spoon. The Curly Orb. The Living Statue. The Blink. Let's call it the Brink of Genius. That sounds pretty cool. So, Brink of Genius. Wish I was smart enough to spell genius, but that's okay. Alright. A terrible smithy name. Alright, let's see what we got. Shop and business names. There we go. The Reading Shield. The Clever Oven. The Baby Dress Bookstore. Clever Hammer. Ooh, I like Clever Hammer. Yeah, let's go with the Careful Fish. I also like that. Careful Fish Grocer. Alright. Burnsley. We'll do the taxidermist is going to be called the Careful Fish Taxidermy. Taxidermy. That might be spelled right. Alright, and then this will be the Clever Hammer. Rare Botanicals. Alright, let's see if we could find a good name for that. And then we need an alchemist name. Grillers in the Mist. No. Need a Massage. It's like a bakery massage parlor. That's amazing. Bean Me Up. Wow. Okay. The Cuddly Frog. The Humming Carpet. The Balanced Pen. Secret Pygmy. Carpin Capers. Wow. Carpin Capers sounds amazing. What would it be for, though? Let's see. Rare Botanicals. Carpin Capers. Alright. And then finally for the alchemist shop, we'll go with... Floral and Hardy. Oh, that's amazing. Boom. Okay, so we got that sorted out. And let's see. What is next? Alright, so we figured out the quality of our shops and services. We even gave them some names. Here we have extra intrigue. Alright, more tables to roll on. What's going on in the town recently? So we have that. No adventures are allowed. So we did that already. Noteworthy official. We did that already. Market day. And then it says what's next, and then it gives an example of a town. All right. You need to populate your town with some pre-generated characters. Head on over to Chapter 8, Interesting NPCs. Okay. You can find tables for different types of NPCs, and following the tables, details on the NPCs themselves, arranged by profession. All right. Let's see. Chapter 8. Where are you? Interesting NPCs. Oh, thank you. So we're gonna go over here, and oh, these are all prefabs. I don't want prefabs. I want to make freshy stuff. All right, let's go and grab our resources. 5e DM resources, and we'll go to NPC stat blocks. Nope, we don't need that. What else we got? I want NPC generators. So let's see. Staff and patron generator. And then we also have NPC best generator and NPC personality generator. We got pets. We got horses. We got random rumors. Oh, by the way, I could share this out with you guys. Hold on. Let's see. It's a pretty good document. It's a pretty damn good document. It's got some pretty good stuff in there. Let's see. Expanded reincarnation. Nope, we're gonna go with the NPC staff and patron generator. There we go. All right, bring you over to here. Zoom in maybe a little bit. All right. So this is set to randomly generate everything that we need, and it has given us a random one right away, I believe, including like who owns the establishment, who is in the establishment, what their equipment is, what tables they're sitting at. Oh my god, it's like a lot of stuff. Might be a little bit more than we needed. Okay. We're going to go to NPC Generator Best. Here we go. Much better. Alright, so let's go over to Burnsley, and we need to know who the judge is. Judge is a decision maker in legal matters, and they are utterly committed to the job, truly feeling it is of vital importance. So, we don't know what the gender of them are, we don't know their race, their plot hooks, their occupation. But this is the one that they randomly gave us, so let's take a look. Cedric Ashglade, it's a badass name, is a 50-year-old male human brewer. He has long curled, dyed red hair and green eyes. He has rough, pockmarked pink skin. He stands 5'5" and has an athletic build. He has a soft, glamorous face with a medium mustache. He has a large piercing on his left eyebrow and a shocking piercing on his lip. Well, that's pretty dope. He's got terrible stats, and he is mostly chaotic neutral, so he certainly doesn't fit everything we need. He is the host of a terrible and deadly sickness. He uses sarcasm and insults commonly, but he's non-materialistic. He wears a lot of beautiful jewelry. He gets mad at any semblance of an insult. This is some pretty good shit to work with here. Alright, so let's go ahead and start populating this dude out. Alright, so Cedric Ashglade. Here we go. We believe that he is lawful, neutral, lawful, evil in alignment. And he's a 50-year-old male brewer, elected to the position of judge. Alright, all that works pretty good. Go down here and grab this. There we go. He's got completely average stats. He is straight and in a relationship. There we go. It's such an amazing generator. If you ever need like NPCs on the fly, this is gonna hook you up. I like all this. As far as like worshipping Ubdao, God of Creation jungles, and dinosaurs, that doesn't really help us much at all. So we're just gonna ignore that part. There we go. And the plot hook is pretty cool. He is the host of a terrible and deadly sickness. I mean, that could pretty much just be what this one-shot is about, honestly. So, pretty excited about that. They just gave us a very, very useful person. Okay, let's see if there was anyone else that we needed to know about before we get started. Let's see. Farms and resources, community. I could have sworn there was another important person that we had to know about. Let's see. Spacious, successful, farms and resources, visitor traffic, night activity. I thought there was like a captain or some shit. There we go. Appointed captain. Alright, so we're going to generate a random captain. We're going to give him a class. But we'll see what the random class is. Yeah. And good or evil, I guess we'll just let it pan out the way it does. Let's see. Donald Mckinnon is a 90-year-old human paladin. Holy shit, 90 years old. He's a bald head and brown eyes. He has rugged chocolate skin. He stands 6'1" and has a skinny build. He has a diamond-shaped, cute face. He is heavily allergic to eggs. Okay. He is neutral good in alignment. And he is straight and in a relationship. And he's got pretty decent stats. What class is he? It doesn't look like it gave us one. He seeks revenge for the death of his childhood friend who never actually existed. What the hell? He has a pet mouse named Tiger? This is better than any character I've ever made in my life. Okay. Wow. I mean, one ghost and this character's gone forever, but still, pretty dope. Alright, so this guy is Captain Donald Mckinnon. And he is amazing, and I love him. Alright, let's see. So he's tall, and he's skinny, he's bald, he has chocolate skin. He doesn't worship any gods. Go. And let's see. Grab this, put that there. He is neutral good, whatever that means. And his plot hook is he seeks revenge. Alright. All that sounds amazing. Alright, so let's see. Was there anyone else that we need to know about specifically? I think those are the only two that really came to mind. And then, of course, we have people that are running these businesses or whatever. But overall, this is a pretty cool town. Now, what it comes down to is condensing what we know about the town into something that makes sense. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to have the document open in two places. Alright. And we will try and sum it up as best we can. Okay. So, yeah, this isn't going to be jarring or anything like that. Alright, so we have a town. So we'll do that. Population. And we would know the population because we rolled for size. And it is populous. And a tenth of the town's populace lives outside the city. Spacious, robust. Alright, so there we go. It's a medium town, so it's got a population of about 4,000. Oh, sure. Sure, typo. 4,090 people. Okay. Within that town, age. Let's see. The town's been around for decades. Okay. The town of Burnsley is about. Let's see. We'll do. Yeah. It's about 90 years old and was founded by fishermen who discovered ancient ruins sunken in the lake just off the coast. All right. Do we need a name for the coast? A lot of times you name a coast. I don't know. Let's see. Random fantasy name generator coast. Beach names, sure. The Golden Strand. That sounds pretty dope. Honeycomb Sands. The Sand and Seafront. The Sunderport Margin. Sunderport Margin. That sounds amazing. Okay. So we'll put the Sunderport. What is a margin? A continental margin is the outer edge of a continental crust, abutting oceanic crust under the coastal waters. It is one of 3 major zones in the ocean. I feel like that doesn't actually work for what we need. We'll just call it the Sunderport coast. There we go. But now I know what a margin is. Maybe they tried to teach me in middle school earth science, but I don't know. Now I know for sure. Alrighty. Let's see. All that sounds pretty good. And let's see. Robust. Okay. The town appears quite wealthy. All of the structures are built of sturdy stone and well maintained. Let's see. Despite the apparent appearances are only partially deceiving. The town itself is quite wealthy, comma, but only the ruling class enjoys these benefits. More than half the town's population are indebted and indentured workers, barely scraping by in poverty. Good stuff. Indebted and indentured. There we go. Workers. All right, sweet. Let's see. Okay. The town's population is mostly contained within the town proper, comma, with roughly 10% of the population living in nearby lumber camps and forestry. We'll just put nearby lumber camps. Period. Okay. Let's see. Resource harvesting. Resource harvesting and resource harvesting. Salvaging ruins, lumber, and fish. Okay. So let's see. Economy? Maybe? The town of Burnsley is famous for its rare fish. We need a good name for a fish. Let's see. Random fantasy fish name generator. Sea creature names. Perfect. Alright, what do we got? The Kendall, the Lungo, the Krungo, the Jade Boulder Seal, the Shark Squid, the Dolphipus, the Dolphipus, the Goskell. Goskell's pretty good. I'm kind of digging Goskell. Goskell. Okay. Goskell are relatives of the more common freshwater shark. They are only found in this region of the Chelsmar depths and can be processed into a number of valuable alchemical components, most of which are related to divination. Divination magics. Alright, I dig it. Let's see. Goskell are relatives of the more common freshwater shark. They're only found in this region of the Chelsmar depths and can be processed into a number of valuable alchemical ingredients, most of which are related to divination magics. Okay. The fishing of the coastal waters is the primary industry of Burnsley. Additional industries have built up around salvaging from the local ruins and lumber and forestry trade in the local forest. I guess they're like south and east of the township. Alright. All that seems pretty good. Cool. Alright. Let's see. Economy and industry. There we go. So this would actually be here. There we go. And that would be like that. Yeah. Okay. And let's see what else we got here. Just trying to put all of the stuff that we generated last week into a way that makes a little bit of sense. So let's do tourism. The town is very insular and does not abide adventurers or mercenaries of any kind. Even merchants who bring coin and trade into the town are viewed with cold suspicion and dislike. Period. Okay. Let's see. Despite this, the town has an active and flourishing nightlife with a focus on dance, theater, and let's go down to these services. Crime, not a lot of crime. Amphitheater, dance hall, oratory. Let's see. Commercial locations. Here we go. Club, dancing, and alright. Has an active, flourishing nightlife with a focus on dance, theater, and good. And recreation. There we go. Their dance hall is rumored to be on par with some of the finest found in Lena Tuscany. All right. Oh, you live in a town of Burnsley? I mean, it's a realistic enough name for sure that I could definitely. I'm sure there's Burnsley's IRL. Let's see. Tourism. The town is very insular and does not abide adventurers or mercenaries of any kind. Even merchants who bring coin and trade into the town are viewed with cold suspicion and dislike. Despite this, the town has an active and flourishing nightlife with a focus on dance, theater, and recreation. The dance hall is rumored to be on par with some of the finest found in Tuscany, and the tap house, the local tap house and tavern, serves as the heart of the community. All right. Sweet. I like where this is going. Okay. The major draw for outsiders to the town of Burnsley is their Oracle services. The Gothic fish that constitute Burnsley's major export provide locals with an ample supply of divining oils and unguents. The local Diviners Guild envoys guidance will help you find answers and purpose for a price. Alright. I'm into that shit. Okay. Alright, that all seems pretty good. There was a profitable smithy in town that specialized in gospel scrimshaw weapons. These weapons, yeesh. I will learn this keyboard layout, I swear. these weapons are said to predict where they should strike. Sadly, however, the Master Scrimshaw Carver went missing over a year ago, and without her steady hand and coveted techniques, the smithy has fallen on hard times. Nice. Alright. I'm into that shit. I guess we need to put under notable NPCs the Scrimshaw Smith who went missing. Alright, which we'll use our amazing NPC Generator for. Alright. Oh. Profession. Professional? Working class? I guess they're a professional. Let's see what it gives us. Armor, there we go. Leather worker. We'll call him a blacksmith, but it's fine. Alright, Lindsay Montague, 50-year-old female human blacksmith, has cropped straight auburn hair and red eyes. Soft red skin. Okay. Tall, athletic build, has a round, beautiful face, smokes a pipe. They are a lawful, neutral, good-leaning person. They are married, so I guess they're husband. They recently obtained a map to a rare treasure. Nice. This is all working out pretty good. Okay. Throw all this shit in there. And a good. Alright. So we could definitely pursue something with the Scrimshaw Smith going missing as well. So there's a lot of like really good meat here that we could sort of like dig into when we start creating an adventure to take place in and around this town. Very cool. Alright. Let's head back to our document. Let's see. So here's an issue. They have an unseen cult that is evil. Alright, so what we need to put is a section here. We'll put religion. There we go. Burnsley has no official religious practice. At least not one known to outsiders. The entire town is under the sway of a demon who dwells in the sunken ruins off the coast. This fish-like old one is the progenitor of the gospel, and in exchange for worship and sacrifice has provided the ruling class with a comfortable lifestyle and safety against the many threats roaming the wilds Or the wilderness. Yeah, that sounds good too. Wilderness. All right. So, Burnsley has no official religious practice. The entire town is under the sway of a demon who dwells in the sunken ruins. This fish-like old one is the progenitor of the Gothel in exchange for worship and sacrifices by the ruling class. Okay. We need a name for this thing. So, let's see. Random fantasy name generator old one. Okay, not giving me an old one. Let's go demon. Demon names. Alright. If it makes the Gothel, we'd probably want something like, I don't know, in that same sort of vibe. Agaloz? No, that sounds terrible. Here, I'll move it over here. Yoink. So Agamal, Kelvin. Nope. Too much like Kevin. They'd ruin it. Balmanath? Nope, nothing with balls in it. Kolguk? Nope. Kenoth? Nope, too much like Kenny. Thuzroar? Nope, let's keep going. Rorgan? Nope. Sarek to normal. Or Zelun? That one's pretty good.
Orzaloon.
Orzaloon's pretty good. Yeah, I like that one. Alright. So we'll put Orzaloon, comma, a fish-like old one. There we go. I mean, is he an aboleth? Probably. If we're D&D in this shit, it's probably just an aboleth, honestly. Orzaloon, a fish-like old one. I mean, that is literally what an aboleth is a fish-like old one. As a progenitor of the Gothel in exchange for worship and sacrifices for the ruling class with a comfortable lifestyle and safety against the many threats roaming the wilderness. Nice. Alright. So, I'm into that shit. Let's see. We'll do Orzaloon. This entity is a fan of dancing and uses its own divining magics to watch the people of Burnsley dance for its amusement. Anyone in town who displeases Orzaloon during dance is marked by the old one for sacrifice. Alright. Let's see. This sacrifice involves dancing until you die with the process is made easy thanks to a pair of magical sandals salvaged from the ruins in which Orzaloon dwells. Let's see. These cursed sandals force you to dance until you die. I mean, yeah, like it's a little repetitive there, but that's fine. Okay. Alright, I'm into that shit. Orzaloon. Sounds like a good fella. Let's see. Orzaloon does not tolerate the veneration of any other entities within its domain. Alright. Cool. That sounds pretty spooky. Town that's like really successful but also at the mercy of an aboleth. Yeah, I'm down for that. Okay. I've always thought aboleth were really cool and scary since A Night Below. What a great campaign, by the way. Night Below is really, really good. Let's see. What else we got here? Alright, it's religion, Orzaloon, blah, blah, blah. We got notable NPCs. Alright, back to our document. Commercial locations. All that's pretty good. Alright. Let's see. Going up here. I think we looked at demographic. Hold on. Human blacksmith. There we go. So we could probably ditch this part. Take this. Put it up here. There we go. Alright. Alright, and then we got law enforcement and the captain down there. That's fine. I think we've kind of summed up the crux of this town, really. So that's pretty good. Alright, so now let's do some potential adventures. Alright, so potential adventures in this town. Sent to discover the secret behind the gospel. That could be pretty good. Hired by relatives of what was that lady's name that disappeared? Lindsay Montague. To investigate her disappearance. Alright, that one's pretty fun. Let's see. Recently, a trade contract with the town of Burnsley was terminated with no explanation. Your employer wants to find out what it will take to get the gospel oil flowing again. Also a good plot twist there. Alright. What else? Any other cool potential adventures that we read about here? I feel like people in the town are going to be too indoctrinated to really be a successful thing. So we've got essentially spying on them to find out what makes the gospel tick or whatever. Oh, here we go. You have been hired to retrieve a relic of great importance to your employer. Divinations have revealed it to be located off the coast of Burnsley. To be located just off the coast of Burnsley, likely within the sunken ruins said to reside there. Ooh, all of those are really good. Hey Dom, what's up? I think all of those are going to make really cool adventures. I think that hired by relatives of Lindsay Montague, we could probably flesh that out a little bit more. Essentially, Lindsay was was a renowned scrimshaw artist and craftsman. Yeesh. Okay, Lindsay was a renowned scrimshaw artist and craftsman who moved to Burnsley with her husband several years ago, believing the bones of the gospel. There we go. Believing correctly that bones of the gospel would make exceptional weapons and spell foci. There we go. All right. She managed to create a thriving business, but she and her husband, she went missing months ago. The business began to flounder. Her husband refuses to answer any communications, and the town has taken no action to find her. Ooh, that does sound pretty intriguing. Sounds like a really good episode of like a spooky show. Like, it sounds like some supernatural shit, you know what I'm saying? I think that's more interesting than the trade contract with the town of Burnsley was terminated with no explanation. Your employer wants to find out what it will take to get the gospel oil flowing again. I think this one might be cool. Ooh, let's explore this one a little bit. Recently, a trade contract with the town of Burnsley was terminated with no explanation. Your employer wants to find out what it will take to get the gospel oil flowing again. So for this particular one, what I'm thinking is Captain Donald Mckinnon. Also, by the way, thanks to Dune, the movie, I'm never going to worry about NPC names ever again. Now that has succeeded in pop culture and in nerd culture, and everyone's like, damn, Dune is amazing, I'm never going to worry about names ever again. Oh, hey, Lex, what's up? Yeah, my timing was off tonight. I had some stuff come up, and then the stream didn't start until 6:30. So we're just about winding down, actually. Then I'm going to grab some food, and I may or may not stream some Extra Life prep, but I will be working on Extra Life prep tonight. I don't know if I'm going to stream it or not. But we are just about done here. I'm coming up with some cool potential adventures to basically close out the Burnsley document. But I'm very happy with how the town of Burnsley turned out. I think it's a really exciting and cool location, so it should make for some pretty good adventures. And these are some of the adventure ideas that I came up with so far. Let's see. Captain has a few loyal companions who are trying to free the town from the scaly clutches of the great old one who controls the ruling class. He sabotaged the trade agreements of a select few merchant guilds, hoping to cause an investigation. He believes wealthy and connected merchant lords may send adventurers that can help with this greater evil. Ooh, I'm down with that shit too. That's also really exciting. Alright, you've been hired to retrieve a relic of great importance by your employer. This is definitely the murder hobo adventure. You've been hired to retrieve a great relic. Divinations have revealed it. Likely within this. Okay. So, infiltrating the town and accessing the ruins will be difficult, as the town is very insular and suspicious of outsiders, particularly adventurers and mercenaries. So that's almost kind of like heist, maybe? And then, sent to discover the secret behind the gospel is definitely more of a merchant espionage type situation. Okay. All four of these adventures sound really, really exciting, honestly. I think the most practical one is probably... well, no, they all kind of work. Man, I don't know which one I would go with, honestly. I think they could all tell a really good story. I mean, ultimately, you get embroiled into the same thing. So it's really just about what hook do you want to pursue as far as this adventure goes. But yeah, this is definitely going to be the site of one of the Gothic Horror adventures that gets run next year. So really, really looking forward to that. I'm trying to figure out the best way to kind of present this stuff. It's tempting to do a once-a-month Gothic Horror adventure, similar to what I did with Hero Quest, and then have them all sort of interconnected with each other. It's also tempting to do sort of what I did this year. Instead of Hero Quest, I did the post-campaign stuff. Oh, that's time. I did the post-campaign stuff for Storm King's Thunder, which will run in blocks of 3. So it would be kind of cool to do like, okay, we're going to tell this short story, take a break. Now we're going to tell this short story set in the world, take a break. Now we're going to tell this short story set in the world. I'm kind of leaning towards that because it's hard to like stuff everything into a one-shot. But I don't want to commit to like a super long ongoing campaign for Gothic Horror at this time, because I want to be able to, through adventures, explore all the different areas and aspects and facets of the world, and then maybe have some adventures towards the end that sort of overlap and draw in characters from the different regions of the world into one bigger adventure towards the end. I think that might be really, really cool. All right. Either way, Burnsley in the Nation of Vone is a badass town that was randomly generated using Nord Games' Spectacular Settlements book and a few other random generators, Fantasy Name Generator and a couple others. So I'm very happy with how it turned out. I think it's going to be an extremely exciting adventure in this town, and I look forward to fleshing it out a bit more. I'm not sure if we will do that next week or if we will start working on some other part of the world, but I do want to continue sort of building out the world I kind of want to revisit religions a little bit and sort of flesh those out a bit more. So maybe that's what we'll do next week, is we will crack open the big document that we made and start actually establishing the religions, because we haven't done a second pass on religions yet, and I think that could be really, really fun and also help us further define the values and cultures within the world. All right, so that's where we're going to leave it off at. Real quick, there is Extra Life in like 3.5 days. Yeah, 3 days, 13 hours, and 21 minutes till Extra Life. The robot should have been throwing up links, so please, please, please consider donating to our campaign to either help the monsters or help the heroes. We definitely appreciate any sort of help you can give. It is a great cause. It's a great charity. As a kid, I was very sickly, and as a young adult, so I did spend a bit of time in the hospital getting like heart surgeries and stuff. It's no fun. It's no fun at all. And so helping out this charity helps out these kids and hopefully gets them out of that situation quickly. So it is a charity that means a lot to me. So we have thousands of dollars in prizes to hand out this weekend. So if you join us on stream, or if you aren't able to watch the stream and you just want to toss some money at the heroes to make them stronger, or at the monsters to make them stronger, please, please, please check out the page and look into it. If you have Twitter, go ahead and head over to Twitter, because I'm doing a contest right now where you could win basically a $100 prize pack from D&D Beyond. They'll go ahead and give you the Player's Handbook, the Xanathar's Guide to Everything, Sword Coast Adventurer's Guide, and Tasha's Cauldron of Everything in one big fat bundle. All you gotta do is head on over to Twitter and then retweet that tweet, and then if you like and follow and comment, that gives you more chances to win. If we get to 50 retweets, then we will pick a winner, and I'll even once we get to 50, I'll go ahead and post up another giveaway with even more stuff. So should be pretty fun. We'll do some giveaways sort of leading up to Extra Life as well. All right, I will be back for sure tomorrow night. We're going to be checking out Valda's Spire of Secrets Siege Ball, which is basically Blood Bowl for 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons. So we'll go ahead and check that out tomorrow, because I have a Siege Ball arena built into the Caves of Chaos this year. So if the heroes find that, they will be able to participate in basically 5th edition Blood Bowl fantasy football, essentially. So that'll be pretty fun. But I have to actually read and learn the rules for it, or won't be able to do it. So that's what we're going to do tomorrow night on stream. Then we got Rime of the Frost Maiden. There is no Skull and Shackles on Thursday. We're going to be doing, I believe, 5 hours of Extra Life prep. And then Friday, we will also be doing 5 more hours of Extra Life prep in anticipation of that big 25-hour marathon. All right. So I'm going to go grab something to eat, and I may or may not be back on later. If I don't see you then, I will see you next time. Thanks a lot, everybody.